Something we have to do a lot in linear algebra is turn a system of linear equations into a single equation involving matrices. In this video, we'll find matrices A, X, and B to express each of these linear systems as a single matrix equation A times X equals B. A is the coefficient matrix, X is the variable vector, and B is the constant vector. So beginning with the first example, this is the setup. We need our matrix A, which stores the coefficients. We need our vector X, which stores the variables, and our vector B, which stores the constants. Hopefully these second two vectors, which are matrices just with a single column, hopefully these are very straightforward for you. For the variable vector, we just put the variables, X, Y, and Z. The order doesn't necessarily matter, but typically there would be an obvious order you'd want to put these variables in. Generally, when you're given a linear system, the variables will already be ordered. You can see in this case, X is first, Y is second, Z is third. In theory, you could have a system of equations where the variables are a little bit scrambled, but really, you're generally going to be given nice systems when it comes to tests and exercises. All you really have to know is whatever variable you put first in the variable vector is going to correspond to the first column in the coefficient matrix, and whatever variable you put second in the variable vector is going to correspond to the second column of the coefficient matrix, and so on. The constant vector is also easy. We just store the constants. The constants, which are on the right side of the equations, are 5, -2, and 0. Finally, the coefficient matrix needs to contain the coefficients of the variables. So in this first column, which stores the coefficients of our first variable, x, we have 3, the coefficient of x in the first equation, and then 6, the coefficient of x in the second equation, and then in the third equation you should notice there is no x, and so we'll put a 0 there. That's the coefficient of x in the third equation. Similar thing for y. In the first equation, the coefficient of y is -4. In the second equation, the coefficient of y is -1, and so on. And now, if we write ax equals b, we have stored this entire system of linear equations in this single matrix equation. You can see how if we performed this multiplication, a times x, this first row would get matched up with this first column, giving us 3x minus 4y plus 1z, just like we want for that first equation. And of course, it would equal 5, that first entry in the constant vector. With that said, let's move on to the second example. Here's our second system consisting of 4 equations and 4 variables. Let's begin by filling in the variable vector. The order is pretty obvious. Let's do x1, x2, x3, and then x4. So there is our variable vector. Now we can also fill in the constant vector. Just look at the constants on the right side of the equations. 1, 5, 7, 0. So 1, 5, 7, and 0. Finally, we can fill in the coefficient matrix. Again, the order of the columns and the variables they correspond to is determined by how we write out the variable vector. So the first column corresponds to x1, the second column x2, and so on. In the previous example, I wrote these in column by column, but you could also go row by row. We could look at the first equation and see that the coefficient of x1 is 5. The coefficient of x2 is 1. The coefficient of x3 is 0 because there is no x3. And the coefficient of x4 is -4. And you could proceed in this way, filling in the rows by looking at the equations. Doing that, we get this coefficient matrix, and by writing ax equals b, we store the entire system in this single matrix equation. You can see if we did the multiplication on the left, for example, part of that would be matching up this row with this column, and that would give us this third equation. We'd have 0x1 plus 5x2 plus 2x3 minus 5x4, and it would be equal to 7, the constant from that constant vector in the third entry. So that's a basic but very important skill that we'll use throughout this course, finding matrices to write a system of linear equations as a single matrix equation. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and be sure to check out my linear algebra course and linear algebra exercises playlists in the description for more.